somebody showed me a picture when I was about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old of who my future husband would be. That's Nick. I would have fallen out.
Come on. Come on.
I would have fallen.
Come on. Likewise. Likewise. Likewise.
I would be like, I pull that.
Likewise.
I pull that.
Likewise. You're so sweet. Thank you, love you. Make me feel all special. Make me feel all fine. Fine.
So,
you don't know if I said fine or fire.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay. I just said it in my head. So, when it's fine, it's you fine.
You fine.
When it's fire, it's like, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay. So it's the difference between four and five.
Fine.
Fine.
You fine.
Come on.
Fine.
Yo, that you said that last one like really weird. It was like almost uncomfortable.
Did it make you cringe?
Yeah, a little bit. It almost like scared me off the road. I was like...
A little bit. We are currently headed to date night.
Chaya. Oh.
I just said date night.
Oh, okay. It is date night.
What's the name of the restaurant?
It is called Chayo Modern Thai. It's in Buckhead in Atlanta, Georgia.
We like Thai food.
Love it. So good.
Thai food has been a staple in Michael and Amanda's relationship. We've been eating Thai food since our college days.
Yeah.
What was that restaurant that you liked eating Thai food at in Dallas?
There were a few.
There was one I liked and then there was one Michael liked.
Okay, so I liked Bangkok City. You liked Royal Thai.
Yeah.
But there was an upscale one called Mint. Remember? That one was really good.
Yeah, it was like really upscale and fancy, but Royal Thai took the crown.
Was that an intentional pun?
Ah! No!
I could tell by the way you reacted.
Oh no! That was actually
Royal Thai took the crown.
That was actually bars. That was my bars coming through. My bar is so good, it's unintentional.
Then there was a place in Denton, Texas. It was called Andaman. And they have the best coconut custard. Like, it's so good in Denton, Texas.
Michael has tried to recreate this coconut custard on multiple occasions. I've tried as well. Well, I've tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Then we have tried on multiple occasions. I was thinking about recently. I just tried making it yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah. What happened with that?
It was very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
By the way, we're at the stoplight, so that's why I was able to just do that. I'm not like on the interstate driving. Now I'm driving, as you can see from the background.
Yeah. Yeah, so that coconut custard didn't work out. Babe, if there's coconut custard at the Thai restaurant tonight, are you pulling the trigger?
100,000%. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so unique, though. I would be surprised if they had it. But if they do have it...
If they do have it...
Best believe it's gonna happen.
Best believe. You want to know what word has been ringing in my ears more and more and more?
What's that?
Obscurity.
Huh.
Obscurity. And
you said that like a sermon point. You know how like preachers be dropping, like, so this is my point one, obscurity, and people go, huh, and then you hear they're like, obscurity, like, you know, you do like the whole like repeat.
What if I told you I did that on purpose?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that was totally my intention.
Put the camera on me. Is it weird to have like? Does the light help? Nope, doesn't really help at all.
No, it doesn't help. Yeah, I've been thinking about the word obscurity a lot because, you know, we're pastors and we are, we do that, but we're also entrepreneurs. And a huge part of our entrepreneurship is content creation. We have to create a lot of content. And I've just been thinking about the word obscurity, because one of the things that Grant Cardone says is like do you remember the quote, the exact quote?
Which one?
Where he talks about like your problem isn't.
Oh yeah, it's like the problem isn't.
Is it the product or something?
Isn't overexposure or something like that. It's obscurity. Like people don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Not enough people know who you are.
Yeah. People don't know who you are, and that's. I think about that for our church. I think about that for us as a couple. There's so many couples that we want to reach. There's so many people that we're called to reach. And one of the things that I say in my affirmations is I'm called to billions. And it's for the sake of the lives that I'm going to touch. And as Christians, we're called to be a light on a hill, you know? A light on a hill? Just a light to the world.
A light city on a hill, light.
A light to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think about your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Now I'm thinking about all these scriptures. I'm like,
let your light so shine.
That they may see your good works and glorify the Father.
So you just gonna be churchy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So they know I'm really saved.
Well, tune up then.
All right.
I
didn't grow up in black church.
That's what I was about to say. You did not grow up. You did not grow up in black church.
I didn't. No, I didn't. But anyways, I'm just thinking like we need to create content. Because it helps our business as entrepreneurs. It helps us reach more people, helps us reach the lost. Even our church, to go downtown, like we could do more. Like we could, if we're obscure, if people don't know who we are, then how are we supposed to reach them? You know, you say Passion City, everybody knows Passion City because they have exposure. And so I just think it's very, very important for us as pastors to just really get that word out, get the gospel out, get the word about the church out. And today with technology, like that's so stinking easy, and we could be doing a better job. So that's just been ringing in my mind, ringing in my heart.
Yeah.
What have you been learning lately?
Like.
Okay.
In what regard? Like.
Okay, so let's start. Okay, we'll start with the spiritual. What have you been learning spiritually?
Okay, so I just posted this quote on my Instagram earlier today of a snippet of a leadership talk I did with our team this morning. And it was about this. It was basically a story about King Solomon and how somebody came to visit him for advice because they heard he was wise. And then after they had been with him, they realized, oh man, you're the real deal. And I just thought that it was really cool how his the interaction with him in real life and in person was better than his reputation even. And I just want that to be the story of my life. I want people to, when they meet me, everybody has this idea of how people are on social media, and I would hope that if people met me in real life that they would say oh man, he's better he's better than what I would have anticipated based on what I see on social and stuff. What about you? What are you learning?
Well, first, I want to say I can vouch to that. You're better in person.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you agree with what.
No. I can actually vouch that Michael is better in person. He will make you feel so special.
Oh, that's a goal. I hope Jesus will make you feel special. So just trying to be like Jesus too.
Aww.
What about you though, babe? I want to know what you've been thinking about, what you've been learning.
So lately, I have been learning that God wants to use me, and I always know that He wants to use me, but it's just at a greater level with a greater sense of understanding that God really wants to use me imperfect. God gets so much glory out of me going scared, doing things scared. God gets so much glory out of me doing things even when I don't feel qualified.
Come on.
God gets so much glory. Oh, you gonna rev me up now?
I mean, preach. You're saying some good stuff.
Thanks.
I was gonna give you some gas.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just God really wants to use me. So this morning, I was looking back at some of our old YouTube videos, and I was watching the video Makeup and a Message on overcoming insecurity, fighting comparison, and I'm like, I'm low-key preaching. Like, these words are really good, and it actually hit me where I needed it. And I said, thank you, Holy Spirit. And I also said, thank you, Amanda. Thank you, younger Amanda. I mean, because we always think about, like, thanking our older selves, like, who we're going to become. But let's thank our younger selves, because they got us to where we are.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That was like a fire quote.
Thanks. Y'all quote that. Y'all tweet me and at me, please.
At me.
Don't be swiping it. So, yeah, I'm really just grateful that I can look back on videos when I knew that, you know, I was struggling with something at this time, and I still pressed in regardless, and it made an impact. And I think about times where I feel imperfect and I still pour out in my mentorship program. I think about times where I'm able to preach and it's hard for me, or it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot out of me, and I just think to myself, like, man, God really wants to use me just as I am, and there's nothing I can do to disqualify myself, and I've known that, I really have, but it's just at a deeper level now. Like, I really feel this sense of God saying, go, Amanda, just go, don't look back, don't worry about being perfect, don't worry about any of that. I mean, obviously, like, you want to have moral standards, but more so, like, don't worry about having the perfect image to the world. I just want to use you as you are, and you coming imperfect is going to give me glory. And so yeah, I feel like that's what God has been teaching me lately, and it's very, very, very encouraging, because it just gives me wind beneath my wings.
Like, why is that so empowering for you, though? Because for some people, the fact that they're not perfect is unempowering. So why does that give you wind beneath your wings?
Because I know that God is growing me every step of the way. So while I'm imperfect, I grow every single day. I get 1% better every day. There's that, but there's also me looking back at the old YouTube videos really did a lot for me inside. It did a lot for me inside because I think I always look back to my past self and say, oh, my past self didn't know this, my past self didn't know that, I'm so much better now, I have this knowledge, I have this hustle, I have this, I have that. And it's just like, wow, I'm going back and seeing my past self wasn't all that bad, and my past self is probably reaching some people, you know? And I think to myself, like, I'm just so prone to be very critical of myself and underestimate the impact I can make. And so I think seeing myself better than I thought I was very helpful. Because then I realized, you know, I'm probably being really critical, and me being super critical of myself is probably hindering me from making more videos or mentoring more people or, you know, doing more for the kingdom. And so it's empowering because I see that and I'm like, you know what, that was pretty good, and I know it's helping people, so let me do more. And so that's why it empowers me.
You know, it would also, I could imagine, empower you because it helps you maybe not be as critical of yourself now, because you have the foresight to know that sometimes in the moment you can be more critical of yourself than you would be in the past. Yeah. So like the things that you're critical of yourself now, maybe in 2 years you will look back on yourself and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an old cheesecake.
It's pretty.
Oh, this one. Oh, not that. That's yeah. I think that's a place where people live.
People live there?
Yeah. People live
Wow.
over here too. Is that where?
Oh, see, we're on the fancy part of town. It's so bougie.
Yeah. I am here on a date night with my lovely wife, Amanda. Just looking as beautiful as ever. And say something to the people.
I mean, it's gotten off to a great start.
Yeah, they're playing the jams.
I know. This is our kind of music. We like the jams.
I think I'm gonna get the pineapple chicken because it looks really good. I'm gonna see if they can do it without mushrooms though. And then
You don't mess with mushrooms.
I don't. But then I see this beef cheeks Penang, and that also looks really, really, really good. So I'm gonna ask her which one is better, because both look really good. This is like surprisingly refreshing. The sparkling water.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you would like it.
Bougie water.
Huh?
Bougie water. Do you want to get a starter?
Yeah.
Date night with the boo. These spring rolls are amazing.
Yeah, they're so good. They have this pineapple. It's like this pineapple chili sauce. And I'm a big fan of sweet and savory.
I'm not a fan of big sweet and savory, but it's bomb.
It is
It's
so
bomb.
good.
I got the garlic sea bass. Oh my gosh. And these Brussels sprouts are the best Brussels sprouts I've ever had in my entire life. They're crack. Unbelievable outcome just for the Brussels sprouts. Have you ever had these before?
What is it?
I have no idea.
Here, let me see. Let me focus on it.
It's kind of like a sweet pepper. And when you bite into it, like bursts in your mouth.
Is it good?
It's unbelievable. I've never had anything like this. If anybody knows what this is called, please let me know.
Okay, y'all. So this beef dish they have, look at how easy I cut through the beef.
With a spoon.
With a spoon. It is the most tender beef I've ever had in my life. So, so good. How is it, Beth? So good.
So wait, what did you think about date night?
Date night was lit. It was lit. Chayo Modern Thai is the move. Food was so good. Service was excellent. And I'm ready to finish the night.
Inappropriate.